Hello everyone, it's March 2nd, a cloudy winter day here in Seoul, and these are your top stories. President Moon Jae-in said Korea is ready to talk with Japan anytime, a move seen as a conciliatory gesture after a period of deepened historical rift between the two countries. In a televised speech marking the anniversary of an independence movement during Japan's colonization of Korea in the early 1900s, President Moon put a rare, forward-looking spin on their shared history.
우리는 과거의 역사를 직시하면서 교훈을 얻어야 합니다. 그러나 과거에 발목 잡혀 있을 수는 없습니다.
Bilateral relations had soured to their lowest point in recent years over diplomatic standoffs over Japan's wartime use of forced labor and sexual enslavement of Korean women. The new Biden administration, however, had emphasized the need for improved relations between Korea and Japan, Washington's allies in Northeast Asia. Korea unveiled the nearly completed prototype of its first indigenous fighter jet on Wednesday, ahead of its official rollout in April. The chief of the Korea Fighter Experimental, or KFX project, told reporters that the fighter jet will be a landmark moment for the country and its aerospace industry. Aimed at replacing the Korean Air Force's aging fleet, the KFX prototype is the first fruit of a developmental project that began in 2015, led by the country's sole aircraft manufacturer, Korea Aerospace Industries. The KFX project has been called the most expensive military project in Korean history, with a price tag of approximately $7.8 million for development alone. Approximately 20% is said to be paid by Indonesia, which will eventually receive 50 out of a total 170 jets. Minari, a tale of a Korean-American immigrant family's quest for the American dream, won the Foreign Language Film Prize at this year's Golden Globe Awards, with last year's winner in the same category being Bong Joon-ho's Oscar-winning film Parasite. Korean media is buzzing with hopes for a repeat. During Wednesday's semi-virtual ceremony, director Lee Isaac Chung said Minari is about a family trying to learn how to speak a language of its own and goes deeper than any American language. It was a subtle reference to the controversy over the film being only nominated for the Foreign Language Film Award because over half of the dialogue is in Korean and not English. But for many watching, the definite highlight was when Lee's daughter jumped into his arms upon the announcement and said, "I prayed, I prayed." Minari is set to release in Korean movie theaters on March 3rd, but has already topped box office sales. And those were your top stories. Stay safe, everyone, and remember to subscribe to Korea Now. Sun Jie out.